Yeah. She's Rick the critic, 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 Rick the critic. When she come into your place, yo, you best not forget it. She gon' tell you how it is, cause she's Rick the critic. When she all up in your city, yo, you best not forget it. Let you know if she like it and if she get with it. Let the whole world know and be the first to admit it. Let you know if it's good and if she dig it, cause she's Rick the critic, Rick the critic, Rick the critic, Rick the critic. She the first to admit it if she can't dig it, cause she's Rick the critic, Rick the critic.
Hi, I'm Rick the Critic, and today we blasting some tail today. Listen, we've got, oh man, listen, the suck wall is so full today, it's unbelievable. The first person on the suck wall, and don't let me forget this, if we get a fly that comes through here, we're gonna try this zapper, but I tried it outside and it doesn't work. I mean, it didn't even get me any power. But the staff producer said that the fly has got to get on the inside and then so we're gonna see what we usually get a pesky little fly here. So don't let me forget today we're gonna do this. Now listen, today on the suck wall, first person is we went to Coco's. Now not last week's Laker game, but the time before that Laker game, we went over to Coco's. A friend of mine went over on Coco's on Lake, the little family restaurant. First of all, they must have had one person in there. We waited almost 30 minutes before we were even seen. Anybody even came over to bring us a glass of water. And then this was the apology. It's a Laker game. Like I care? I'm not a Laker fan. So the fact that your staff is short because of the Laker game, I mean, that's really a lame excuse, but that was not the half of it. The bread came to the table. The bread was hard. I mean, the service was crummy. I mean, the whole ordeal was just enough just to scream about, but that wasn't the best part. The best part is at the very, very end, the manager, Ms. Ella, I think her name was Stella Ellingsworth, we tell her our complaints, we, tell her, this was that, this was this, and she says to us, oh, well, it was a Laker game, so we didn't have a lot of staff here today. And my thought was, hell, just close Coco's, just close it down. I mean, it's a Laker game. Close it down, okay? Enough. Oh, God. So she clearly, Coco's restaurant on Lake, right here in Pasadena, clearly the suck wall for today. I mean, big suck wall for the month. Next people on the suck wall is going to be the zapper if we don't get a fly in here. And I tried it outside too and it still didn't work. Okay, and then the next person we had was, oh gosh, listen, you guys look. The Altadena Library is my favorite place in the whole wide world. There's Heather, there's Melody. It used to be Michelle there, who was really, really super, super. Debbie's there, Susie's there, Lorene. I mean, you can tell, I really make very, very good use of the library, the Altadena Library. But the Altadena Library has been such a disappointment to me for the past year. I mean, I've had one incident after another. The first time I went in, I had a bunch of movies, bought them in. They said they didn't get them, charged me this super, super huge fee. I mean, it's just incredible. Then I came in another time. Let me tell you what happened. It got so bad that I actually cannot put the books. I always get those little bottom lines. They're just a wealth of information, and then I get all the other magazines. I'm a magazine person. So I go through these magazines, and I read them. So I put them in the night slot, in the big thing outside on Mariposa, and it never fails, without fail. It always, almost always, I can call them up the next day and they will tell me, well, we didn't get one of your books, or we didn't get 2 of your books, or at one time, they didn't even get 10 of my books. So now you know that each day that those magazines aren't turned in, you have a fine. So after they fined me the first time for maybe 10 magazines, I started to call. Then when I'd call, I'd have to stop working, actually go down to the library, look through all the magazines to see if they're on the shelf and somebody has just made an error. Okay, it's happened so many times, it's unbelievable. So the last couple of times that I went down, what I did was I called them first and I said, look, I'm gonna, I dropped the magazines off in the rack. Do you guys have them? They said, well, we have all but one. I'm like, what do you mean you have all but one? We have all but one. I said, I'm positive I brought it down there. Okay, so now I'm really griping and making a lot of noise. So then they come back to the phone. Oh, we're sorry, we found it. Sorry? Then the time before that, I went down there. They said I didn't bring a movie in. I come down, spend an hour and a half looking through every DVD in there, and I asked the guy behind the counter. I said, "Look, did you check the stuff that that came in?" "Yes, I checked it. It's not there. It's not there." So finally, after an hour and a half of searching on my off day, I said, "Well, you know what? He says, "Listen, I'm just going to roll the tray out just for your own, where you can feel good about it." He rolls the movies out. Now, and what in the heck do you think I see on the second level? The movie. So you know what he says to me? "I'm really sorry." Okay? So, here I am again, really, really ticked off. So that was the last two times, and then the other day was just it. You know what, Altadena Library, I love you, but you know what? I am trying to figure out a way that you guys can be penalized because you don't do your job. It is not our job. And this was the icing on the cake. You know what they said to me? "Well, maybe you should just bring your movies in, bring your movies and bring your magazines in. Maybe you shouldn't leave them in the slot." Well, isn't the slot for everyone? Or is the slot just for some of us and not for all of us? So those of us that use magazines, we can't use the slot. Why should I be inconvenienced and have to come inside of the library and bring my magazines in because of someone's incompetence? Please, someone tell me. If anyone else out there is having the same trouble, please, please, please write the station. Let me know, because there is something that we must do. I mean, there is no excuse. It's just inexcusable that someone could just pass up. I mean, and then I asked her, and Debbie casually said to me, I said, "Am I the only one that this happens to?" And she said, "Yes." And then she chuckled and said, "Well, no." Suckwall, Altadena Library, get it together. Listen, the library is for all of us in Altadena. I love the library. I am at a point now with the library that I don't even want to go in and check out books. My grandchildren, we love the library. I don't think that we should have to go down to Pasadena's main library to check out books or check out movies or read or do anything when Altadena Library is available for us. What do you think? Okay, Altadena Library on the suck wall. Okay, Coco's on the suck wall, Altadena Library on the suck wall. The next place, oh, listen, I went to a couple of restaurants. Let me see, do I have any more suck walls here? Oh. I went to Dan Tana's in Santa Monica. It's a restaurant. It's on Santa Monica Boulevard in West LA. The most amazing Italian food that you can imagine. I mean, if you want real, authentic Italian food, this is the place. And the portions are very generous. I mean, I ate for a couple of days. I had the chicken Alfredo. Great. I mean, just great. And then I had a slice of cream, what was it? Gosh, oh, I know what it was. Cheesecake. It was called Dion, Cheesecake Dion, but it was very good and very, very rich, but great place. If you get a chance, stop at Dan Tana's. If you ever want some authentic Italian food, I suggest Dan Tana right there on Santa Monica Boulevard in West LA. Really, really, really good. Very impressed. Next place on the list, Master Burgers. Listen, if you want a good hamburger, I mean a really good hamburger, and you want a show, Master Burgers is the place to go. It's right on Slauson and Crenshaw. And when I say a show, I'm talking about a real show. I'm talking about every nut off the streets, every dialect, any worthless piece of crap comes into Master Burgers, okay? When they come into Master Burgers, not only are they talking crazy, the people behind the counter are talking crazy. It's just a big crazy place, but the food is really good. Now, when I say dinner and a show, I mean just what I said, dinner and a show. I mean, at any given time, it could be some profanity, it could be some knife, some shooting. I mean, it could be anything. The people come off the streets, purposely they come in, they curse the people out behind the window. They say that they ask for one thing, they got something else, and it takes a long time to get the burger. It takes a minute. And I mean, when you go in, you can't, and you can't even call these people on the phone and say, have the burgers ready, because they're not going to make them until you come there. But you're talking about a good burger. The meat is about this thick. Lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, cheese, onion. I'm talking about a good burger. But please be advised and know this: when you go to Master Burgers, you know what I'm saying, have your cell phone in your hand where you can hit 911, where you can get some immediate some help right away, because it's got to be the craziest place in the world. So if you want fast food and a crazy show or drama that's out of this world, Master Burgers would be the place to go. It's on Slauson and Crenshaw. Great burger. I mean, takes a little while. It's not real fast food. I mean, good burger, good food, but be prepared for the show, because at the time that you arrive, there's going to be some type of activity going in and out. Now, if you're like me and you could just kind of sit there and observe and just kind of chuckle to yourself, and watch it, then hey, if you got your back against the wall and you're looking all around you or what have you, I'm sure it's harmless. But it's just that you get every nut off of Crenshaw, every nut off of Slauson that comes in, and Master Burgers is a place. They've also got one on Western and Vernon. It's crazy too, but not as crazy as Slauson and Crenshaw. I've been to the one on Western and Vernon, which I would have thought would have been a lot crazier than Slauson and Crenshaw, but Slauson and Crenshaw is wild, and when I tell you wild, I mean it's wild. So no, Master Burgers is not on the suck wall, but Master Burgers is on the wall where the food is good, the show is wild and crazy and out of this world. So hey, if you're looking for excitement or drama for that day and you want a good hamburger, Master Burgers on Vernon and Slauson. All right, next one on the you see I got my list today. I got a list because I'm telling you, I'm blasting. I tell you, the next person on the list here is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say thank you to Captain Roosevelt Blow, who's in Altadena. That's the Altadena Sheriff's captain. We have had, in our neighborhood, we've had so many things to go wrong, and because we have written letters and we've talked to him, because he's, kind of heightened the visibility of the Altadena Sheriffs, we have, things have been a lot smoother in our neighborhood. So I really wanted to take this time to say to Captain Roosevelt Blow of the Altadena Sheriff's Department, well done, good job, and you're one of my biggest fans. Just crazy about you. I think you make Altadena a very, very safe place. Now, with that being said, the other thing that I want to talk about on the big suck wall, oh gosh, I went to Vegas this weekend. My granddaughter graduated from high school, and she's in Las Vegas. This was the first, crazy. We rented a car from Enterprise. The car breaks down probably in between Baker and Las Vegas. It didn't totally break down, but it went down to a crawl. We clearly knew we were in danger. So we get the car to Las Vegas. Of course, we miss the graduation because of the car, because we had to slow it down to like 5 miles an hour driving. We missed the graduation. We get to town, we call Enterprise on the telephone, and this Enterprise is in Hawthorne, so never ever stop there. We call her on the phone, and she says, "Oh, we rented a cabriolet, cavalier, some kind of. It looked almost like it was a Dodge. That's what it was. It was a Dodge." She says, "Oh, those cars always sound like that. You have nothing to be alarmed about." So my daughter and I were thinking, okay, we have nothing to be alarmed about. We drive on. Of course, the car, like I said, goes down from like 90, and don't tell the highway patrol, but from 90 all the way down to 5. I mean, we're creeping like turtles are moving faster than us. We finally get to Las Vegas, and they tell us, okay, we can swap the cars at the airport, which, by the way, we had no idea where the airport was, so that took us another hour to find. We finally get to the airport. The managers have spoken. You know, I'm really teed off because I missed my granddaughter's graduation, and it took them so long that after the graduation was over, they went out to lunch, and I missed that, and you know how I love lunch. I missed that. So anyway, I'm looking at the manager, and I'm saying to him, you know, what are they going to do about this? Now, of course, before I can even say anything, he immediately lets me know, you know, listen, we are working in conjunction with the manager in Los Angeles, you know, in California, but we did not put you in this car. So he's really making it really super clear that it's not their fault. But it's all Enterprise. It's all Enterprise car rental. So he says, we're going to put you in another car, and, you know, we're sorry for the inconvenience, and da-da-da-da-da, and the whole shot, and the beat goes on, you know. So as we get in the car, I look to the side, and I see this, I guess it was a Lincoln Navigator type, cute, really cute. So I said, wow, that's a nice car. He says, yeah, and that's $108 a day. And I said, and what is your point? Because at this point, I'm thinking, we've come from California to Las Vegas to a graduation for which your corporation, Enterprise, we've missed the graduation, we've missed after they graduate, going out to eat and all that, we've missed that. I mean, you really can't put a monetary value on it, and you're going to tell me about a car that's $108? Come on, Enterprise. Suck wall. They put us in another car, and that car was okay, but, you know, again, I mean, we missed it. We left California to come to Las Vegas for a graduation, and we missed it. And all that Enterprise could tell us or say to us is, we're going to give you one free day, and the second day is half. I mean, is that crazy? Is it just me? I mean, it was a graduation, for Christ's sake. It was a graduation. Oh, suck wall, big time, Enterprise. I told you guys, I got a lot of suck walls. It has been a real. And did you hear about the Lakers? Did you see where the Lakers, the people had an excuse to tear this stuff up because the Lakers had won? Now listen, so one good thing, one really good thing. When in Las Vegas, there is a place called Capriati's. Got it. They have the best Thanksgiving dinner on a bun that you will ever encounter. Listen, my daughter took me there. They've got the 6-foot, the 12-foot, and the 20-foot. And it's called the Bobby. And on it it's dressing, like turkey and dressing, then it's turkey, then it's cranberry sauce. It's just like Thanksgiving on a bun, and when I tell you, it is the greatest. I mean, oh gosh, it was wonderful. If you ever get to Las Vegas, go to Capriati's. The people are nice. I mean, they have little bundt cakes, little chocolate bundt cakes and marble bundt cakes, but they're really, really good, and they're very, very moist, and everything was just great. I mean, the people were just so friendly. It was a very friendly environment. Even the people coming in were friendly. But it's called Capriati's. If you want a sandwich, if you want Thanksgiving in the middle of the year on a bun, go there. They've got, the dressing is good, the turkey's good, and the cranberry sauce is good, and it's all on this nice warm roll, like French. Oh, it's just, oh God, it's just great. I wish I had one now. Oh gosh, I bought the 12-inch, and my daughter said you should buy the 20-inch, and I thought I can't eat the whole 20-inch. But let me tell you what happened. I brought it home. I ate half of it that night. I ate the other half the next night, and was really, really totally outdone that I didn't get the 20-inch, because then I would have had some probably today, and I could have showed you what it at least looked like, because it was good as I was probably eating it. But it was really, really good. Capriati's, not clearly one of the nicest places I've ever been to eat. And also, I stopped at a place in Las Vegas that was really, really, did you know that people put Kool-Aid on the menu? I mean, I am not a Kool-Aid drinker. I think as a little child, I had so much Kool-Aid that I vowed to 3 responsible people in this life and God that I would never, ever have Kool-Aid in my house. So my kids grew up not ever drinking Kool-Aid because I had such a dislike for Kool-Aid. But I actually went into a restaurant. It was a barbecue restaurant, you know, in Las Vegas, and we were in a rough part of town, and on the menu, it had Kool-Aid. It had strawberry Kool-Aid, orange Kool-Aid, and grape Kool-Aid. Now then, the latter part of that day, we went to another part of town, and they also had Kool-Aid on the menu, but they had red Kool-Aid, you know, red Kool-Aid, orange Kool-Aid, blue Kool-Aid or something like, I mean, they had the colors. It was, oh wow, yellow, wow, Kool-Aid. So that was the big adventure. That was my other big adventure there. It was the Kool-Aid. So I had a great time. Capriati, just a countdown here, just a, you know, a revamp. Did I miss anyone here? Okay, we have not seen a fly. And actually, I took this doggone thing outside, the stage manager and I, you guys remember the juicer thing? Remember I bought the juicer down here and the doggone thing didn't work, and then the second time it came on. But anyway, I've been trying to hit this thing. This is the zapper for flies. Now I went outside, hell, any other time I could find flies all over the place. This is Altadena, okay? I go outside, this light comes on when you hold this, and I went outside and I kept tapping and tapping and, oh, there we go. Did you see that? Did you see that? So I guess you gotta hit it in the right place or something. But anyway, my uncle swears by this. He had one in his office, and I said, I'm gonna get one. Now, one of the guys around here said he bought one about 3 years ago, and I don't see anything happening. But Lilia was just saying that when you hit the fly, that it goes on the inside and goes between this thing, and it actually zaps them. So I guess me tapping on the outside doesn't mean anything. I gotta get between, I guess, you know, in between here for it to zap the life out of the fly. Well, anyway, so if you have not purchased one of these, you know, don't go out and run and buy one, because I'm not so sure. You know, Rico swears that they don't work. He said he's had his 3 years. He's got his just hanging on the wall because they don't do anything. But you know what? Next week, you know what I'm saying, if I hit a fly, generally there is a pesky fly that comes here all the time. I don't know what happened. He probably saw the zapper and got scared and got the H up out of town. But anyway, I got this zapper from a place called J&R Tool and Contractor Supply. And when I tell you that they must have every tool imaginable in this place, I am not kidding you, without exaggeration. It's like going into Walmart for tools. I mean, they've got all kind of contracting tools. I mean, any kind of tool that you can imagine is in this place. It was just clearly unbelievable. And I mean, as we walked down rows and rows and rows, and my uncle was just, and he was like a kid in a candy store. I mean, it's like, I'm picking up this, I'm picking up that. I'm not a big tool person. I could care less about tools or the Lakers. So, you know. But anyway, it's just rows and rows and rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of tools. So if you are a tool man or a tool girl, this is the place to go. I mean, when I tell you tools, I mean tools, lots and lots of tools. So now, I told you guys all about the suck wall, and I know you guys tune in just to hear me talk about the suck wall and the people. Enterprise Car Rental, suck wall. Capriati's, great place to eat. Las Vegas, stop by. Thanksgiving on a bun. The Coco's, I mean, not a good place. Pass them up, run fast. JR and JR, the contractor people, stop there. Need any kind of tools, and the tools are cheap too. I mean, much cheaper than Sears, and they do have name brand tools in there. What is it, DeWalt's or Crafts something? But they've got all of that stuff in there, so you'll have a great time. Altadena Library, get it together. I mean, I'm really disappointed in them. Dantana's, good place to eat. Master Burgers, dinner and the show. Listen, I have had such a great time, and when you go into Coco's, remember to tell Stella Ellingsworth that you saw her, and we talked about Coco's, and you don't like the service, and you're doing something about it. Call me. I'm Rick the Critic. Let me know. This summer, we're going to have a really good time, okay? Because it's going to be a lot of activity. Call me. Let me know about the eating places. Let me know. I just love going and trying new places. Call me. Let me know where to go. If somebody's doing you wrong, or you feel like you've been done something or you've been to a place and you're eating and it's just not a good place, call me. Let me know. We can go in and we can talk about it on Rick the Critic. I am so happy that you came in to join me today. I had such a good time with you today. This is the most suck people we've had on the suck wall since I've been here. I mean, we had a list of suck people to go on the suck wall. So hey, listen, I'm Rick the Critic. Thank you again. I look forward to seeing you next week. Don't forget, keep writing, keep calling. Nothing is going to change unless we change it, and we do have the power to change. Have a good time and a good night, and as always, love yourself.
Rick the critic, she the first to admit it, and she can't dig it, cause she's Rick the Critic, 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 Rick the critic,